Hello guys, welcome to A Tinge of Ginge. Now today's really exciting. I finally got my second clutch on the ground. I've been waiting a long time for this pairing because the female I had is a first time mum and I just wanted to make sure she was up to size before I actually bred her. I just didn't want to take that risk of her being too much underweight that she wouldn't be able to sort of recover quite well. So I was feeding her, trying to get up to the right size, finally put the male in, and voila, we have finally got eggs. And I'm really excited because I've been trying to get this gene into my collection for quite a long time, and now I can start building those foundations. Hopefully I can get some whole back from this clutch and it's gonna just push my project even further. So I'm gonna quickly jump in, show you the male, show you the female, and then we'll get to those eggs. Okay, so this is the female that the male was bred with. This is my Pastel Hypo or Orange Ghost Pastel, whichever you want to call it. And there, she's sitting on some eggs. Now I think there's 5. There could probably be another one hidden away, but I think there is only 5. But again, for a first time mum, I think that's absolutely brilliant. When I did breed her, she was around 1700 grams, so she wasn't the biggest. I would have probably liked to get her a little bit heavier than that, but I was just too impatient and I couldn't wait, and I figured that once I did start pairing, she would finally start gaining that weight anyway, because obviously once you start pairing them, they want to get that nutrition and they do go on a sort of a feeding spree. So she did up the feed a little bit and I thought that's just going to give her an extra couple of grams just to try and help her through this. But she looks okay. I'm looking at her body condition at the minute. She doesn't seem too skinny, but we'll have a better look at it when we actually get her off the egg. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for this. If I can finally hit some Hypo Blackhead stuff, then I'm gonna be well happy, and if I can get some females out of that as well to hold back, that'd be even better. So we're going to get the egg box out and finally have a look at these eggs a little bit closer. Nearly got me. Okay, so as you can see, from rolling the eggs around just to see where the embryo is, at least all of them, or say 4, the embryos were actually laid on the top, which is just brilliant. Now you can see these 2 here, there's a slight mark here, I've had to rotate it and there's a slight mark there. So basically she's done a pretty good job laying these eggs. All the embryos are on the top, so that's absolutely fantastic, and it just shows that you don't have to do this with your eggs. You can just leave your eggs as they are. You don't have to separate them, you don't have to rotate them just to make sure the embryo's on the top. You can just leave them as they are, but for me, I'm just too OCD. I want to try and control as much of it as I can, so that's why I like to rotate it. And just turning this little egg from here to here probably won't make a huge amount of difference, but it just makes me feel happier in myself. So I'm going to go ahead, mark out where the top of the embryos are, and then I'm going to get this in the egg box. Okay, so the eggs are in the egg box and they're in the incubator now. I will be doing a quick video on this little incubator that I've got going, because I have had someone ask me just how I run it. It is just a vivarium that I'm using. I've just got a heat mat in the back with some thermostats and a small little fan over there which you can only just see, but I will do a quick video on this as well just to show you how I'm setting up. I've used this for 2 seasons now. This will be the 3rd season using it and it's worked absolutely fine for me. So the next video I'll probably do a quick video on this and then the plans for what I'm actually going to build for the customised incubator. So once I got those eggs sorted, put in the egg box in the incubator, it was time to focus my attention on the mum. So I've put her in some water, one just to try and hydrate her, because even though she has a water bowl in her tub, they won't really venture far from the eggs and get that water, so it's always important just to hydrate them as much as possible, and also just to wash that scent of the eggs off. So once she was in a tub, I left her in there. I took her original tub, emptied out all the contents, gave it a good scrub just to make sure I get all that smell off. I then put fresh bedding inside, gave her a new water bowl, and then actually took her out of the tub and put her back into her original tub. And you can see as well, when she was in the tub of the water, she immediately started drinking. It's just very important that you do let them have that time just to drink that water, just to hydrate themselves, and then that just gives them a little bit of an extra kick on their way to getting back onto food. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching. A lot of the stuff I haven't really spoken about too much during the video, just because I have done a video on this in the past and I just don't see the point in repeating myself. If you do want to see how I actually set everything up properly, then watch my other video that I've put on YouTube about my first clutch, and I just explain everything that I'm doing on there in a little bit more detail. So a lot of the stuff that I've done in this video is just what I normally do. I've watched hundreds and hundreds of videos on YouTube, and the thing I like about this hobby is that you can pick and choose the bits that you want to do. So that's how I set my eggs up, how I do everything. You don't have to follow what I do, you can do it exactly the way you want to do it, but that's just the way I feel most comfortable doing it myself. So if you had enjoyed the video, please give it a like. I do try and put as much effort into these videos as possible, just to try and make them as more entertaining for you as possible. So please subscribe, it really does help the channel out. If you do like the video, then do like it. If you don't like it, then just tell me why. The more information I get from these videos, the more effort I can put back into them and try and make them better. So any sort of feedback is appreciated, just because it helps me grow my channel and become even better. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take that risk for being too much underweight that she wouldn't